Hi everyone, Michael Rubenfeld here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, this is where I speak about my experience being a Jew with Polish roots, was born in Canada and has moved to Poland in my experience living here. If this is not your first time here, then welcome back. And today I want to talk about a dream that I have. It's a dream that I've been thinking about for a long time, actually, or for a few years. I'm trying to find a way to get serious about it. And my dream is that I would like to build a Jewish arts center in Krakow. And I'll tell you why. So when I first moved to Poland, I wanted to live in Krakow because for a Jew like myself, growing up in North America, which is really kind of void of Jewish history, coming to Krakow for the first time is extraordinary. You can feel, you can touch the Jewish history. You can feel that Jews are from here. And this is an experience that's very special, and many Jews have it. And many Jews travel to or through Krakow because, of course, many Jews go to Auschwitz, and then they come and they spend time in Krakow to be able to connect to that history. Now, this is, of course, not just reserved to Jews. Many non-Jews from Poland, from around the world, also tour to Krakow and to Auschwitz, looking to do this kind of Jewish tourism, Holocaust tourism, but also to see where the Jews once lived, what the architecture, what this preserved medieval town space looks like, right? So the Jews and the non-Jews, they all come to Krakow because they're looking for the Jews. They're looking to see where the Jews were, right? And right now in Krakow, there's no shortage of ghosts, right? You can't actually find kind of real Jews in Krakow. It's very difficult. Of course, if you're religious, you can connect to Jewish religious community, and you can go to synagogue if you want to pray, but most people are not coming to do that. The reason that I want to open a Jewish arts center is because I believe there is extreme value in having a year-round place where all of these people who are coming to experience this Jewish culture can actually experience contemporary Jewish culture, contemporary Jewish art, theater, music, visual art, dance, film, year-round. Now, of course, if you come during the Jewish Culture Festival, which is 10 days of the year, you can experience that. It's primarily Israeli culture that's been invited to Krakow for people to experience, but very little Polish Jewish culture, of which there is more than you would think. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of Polish Jews who are artists, but what we would do is create a space where Polish Jewish culture can be experienced, can be practiced and experienced by the public, and also Jewish culture from around the world. Artists can perform at the Jewish Art Center, and audiences can experience Jewish art any day of the week. Imagine you come back from Auschwitz, you've had a difficult day in Auschwitz, everyone's staying in Krakow for the night, and you could spend the night experiencing contemporary Jewish living culture. Incredible, right? You've just experienced one of the worst places on earth for the Jewish people. Such death. You've experienced such death. And then you come back to Krakow and you experience life. You experience the reality that Jewish culture has in fact not died. It's still alive, and you can partake in it. Now, of course, there are these, like fake Jewish-themed restaurants that you can go to in Krakow, and there's a lot of also kind of klezmer bands that are not Jewish people playing Jewish music. A lot of people taking advantage of the fact that there's so much Jewish tourism, and so they take this nostalgic version of what Jews were before they were murdered here, and they kind of give you a taste of that with the food and the music and this and this. But it's just like regurgitated Jewish culture that doesn't necessarily exist anymore in the world. It's just sort of like a museum, right? Or like a theater set or a film set. The space that I want to open will be very contemporary, and it will also be a space that will hold a permanent exhibition dedicated to learning about the history of Krakow's Jews, which, believe it or not, you cannot do right now in Krakow. You can go to the Galicia Jewish Museum, which is primarily about the Holocaust. And then there is a small Jewish museum in the old synagogue. And it's very, very basic. It's just sort of about what Jews are. I find it very weird to go in there. But in terms of like, where are you going to get actually information about some of the most magnificent history, Jewish history in Krakow, you can't find it unless you do your own research. There should be a place where you can do that, and I believe that there should be a place where you can experience living contemporary Jewish culture. You can in Warsaw. There's a Jewish theater there, but there's nothing in Krakow. And yet the amount of people who come to Krakow to do Jewish tourism is like 10 times more than Warsaw. That is my dream. I'm trying to figure out how to make that possible. I'd like to find a space where I can do this. I need support, and I need, of course, the funding to be able to do that. And I'd love your ideas, your help. Does anyone want to get involved? Does anybody want to help? Can anybody help? Please let me know. Write me, get in touch with me. Can you help make this dream a reality? I think it's a great idea, and I hope you agree. Let me know. What do you think?